1420 videos at Tokyo Auto Salon for the first time, one of the biggest automotive events in the world.
We're about to show you some of our favorite cars from the event.
Let's go. Hell yeah. There are a lot of custom vans here, and we had to choose one to highlight. And this one right here is a Toyota Hiace, highly customized, new front end, wide body on it, and then there's a bike in the back. They've changed the seats. There's a little bit of American styling going on here, some wood grain and throughout, but the bike in the back is the cherry on top. And then the window in the back panel.
Very 1970s shag. It's the cat,
Look at the wide body fenders on here.
Wait, is this? It's got switches. I just saw it's JDM meets American van.
Next up, this beautiful A86 behind me, the initial D car. We've seen about 30 of these since we came to Japan, and they've all been in pretty rough condition. These are like 25, 30-year-old cars, so they're a little bit rough, but this is the cleanest one we've seen so far. 260,000 kilometers on the dash, so it's been completely revamped. And we notice it's a left-hand drive car. Very strange to see here in Japan. Apparently it's a USDM car that was shipped over here, and here it is at the Auto Salon. Everything has been redone. It's got a beautiful engine bay, ITBs, and then inside bride fabric throughout. Just very tastefully done. And it's white, my favorite color. Next up is this FD behind me, and they've cartoonized the car. Every inch of the paint has been turned into a cartoon. Even the wheels are cartoonized. The banner on the car, have you seen anything like this before?
No, not on this level. This is insane.
Holy cow. Look at
like the rims are like the biggest wow factor.
Trippy.
Look at the rear.
You see the windshield banner?
Like even the Hot Wheels sticker has like lines around it.
This was actually probably done with the art. Actually, I think it was done. Yeah, you can tell it was done with a paint pen.
Yeah.
And then they cleared over the whole car.
Very unique. Never seen anything like this before. Matt, we found an FC.
Yes, this is one of FCs that I've seen in this show actually. It has one of my favorite body kits on it. This is the Pandem kit.
Does it come with the rally front bumper?
Yeah, dead giveaway is the 4 lights in the front grill.
Yeah.
Just sets this car off. I love the lines and the curves of this body kit on this car.
The louvers on the hood.
Yeah, the big wing on the back is also very tasteful.
I want to see this thing race.
Yeah, me too.
I'm assuming it's a drift car based on the front, but...
Yeah, it's got like the fans in the back too. It's a pretty serious freaking build.
Can we see under the hood?
Yeah, here we go.
We got to find out if it's rotary or not.
Do you think it's rotary?
I'm going to say yes. They were in Japan.
True.
Probably not an LS swap.
I'll be damned, it's a 20B.
Yeah, free rotor. Oh, it's an exhaust pipe. That's what that's for. Okay. Big turbo. Is it a drift car?
Yeah.
For drifting?
Drifting, yes.
Drifting? Yep. Okay, we were right.
Yes.
Drift car. Wow. They shoved a lot in there. That makes some serious power.
I am pumped that it's still rotary.
Arigato gozaimasu.
Look at you.
What's going on, Rico?
Thank you for the post.
Hell yeah.
Someone shared it with me. I appreciate you
welcome.
making the post. I appreciate the support. You guys always support me at SEMA Show every time I build for Toyo.
Yeah.
And to see you here in Japan is like, you know, we're doing it together. So
exactly.
I really appreciate you giving me
so cool
coverage.
to see these cars over here. These are 2 of our favorite cars at the show. I wanted to get the brief rundown.
Whoa!
Give me the brief rundown on the story with these cars.
I want to be invited back. Don't say
Yeah.
that. So, you feel that way?
Yeah, I love them. I love the gold. Very eye-catching. So what's the story here between these 2 cars? Real brief.
Oh, real brief.
Yep.
On my road through culture, this was done first. This is the only RDB in the world that was ever built and abandoned. It was actually just a rolling chassis. I happened to be there with Nakai-san to build the car. It was built over 3 days. No glass, no engine, just wheels in the kit. The car was abandoned for a year. It happened to come into my hands. I spent a whole year redoing the car. It was a huge decision maker when I bought the car. It was actually blue. And that's not my signature. My signature is gold.
Yep.
So we did a tug and
Looks so
war
good.
when I bought the car. Would it be sacrilege to take the kit apart to change the color? Because remember all the videos of Nakai-san doing his great work, which is the whole. But I must do justice to the hot rod style that it's okay to take it apart. It's okay to change the color. So I did. And Nakai-san was happy with it. Anyways, he came back, he redid the car. We met a year later. He named the car. And that opened up the door to where I am today. This one, the Z,
Yeah.
is a 1972 Z. My Rico style is a mixture of our American culture, because I am born in Hayward, California, United States. But I'm a huge Japanese car culture fan of the culture, fan of the history. The inspiration of building this car is that I wanted to build a classic car with American styling and put my own spin on it. So this car features a IMSA racing body kit from Z-Trix from Arizona. It has full suspension from Arizona Z-Car, all new billet, all Willwood brakes, work wheels, fiberglass, no windows, fiberglass body, no headlights, staying true to tradition. We got the L series, the 3.1.
Yeah. Seen that in a lot of cars over here.
With the holy grail though, the holy grail is the Mikuni 50s made by Nismo only for racing. When Solex gave the license to Japan and they got the brand Mikuni, they were strictly made for Nismo for the racing cars, for the Hakos, for the S30s. So this was never for public market. But in the vintage market, you can buy them, but it is extremely expensive and rare.
Beautiful cars, Rico style, built the way he wants them. RWB car here, one of my top favorites. And the Z, the color on there is so beautiful. But look at the roof on this Porsche, one of the most unique styles I've ever seen on a car, especially an RWB car. Over here in the Toyo Tires booth, we're in front of Mad Mike Wadet's rotary wagon, NA 4-rotor. And last night at Underground Meet, he told us 20 years ago he sold most of what he owned to build this car. And now that he's successful in the drifting world, and he came back to rebuild this car for what you see today, and it is wild to see. He's got a lot of wild builds as well. What else does he drift?
He's a guy who likes his Mazdas. He's got FTs, Miatas. He's got a Rico stadium truck, just like big Mazda guy.
All with 2, 3, 4 rotors in them too.
Yeah, he's made after my own heart.
Super nice guy. A car I saw at SEMA a few years ago, this 58 Impala behind me, is all metal etched, no paint. I just asked, it took 7 months to build this car. I'm sure most of that was just fine, minute details. I mean, look at the front bumper and the details in that, the side pieces down, everything on the outside has been etched in fine detail, and it looks so good. The lowrider scene here in Japan is actually really big. We've been hoping to run into some of them on the streets. We saw one at a night meet last night. We'd love to see a pack of them cruising down the street together. This car is beautiful. There's also a black G-Wagon over here, same etched metal in black. This was one of your favorites.
This one is one of my favorites. This thing is just so over the top and aggressive looking. I love it.
What is it?
This
Is it
is
Prado?
Toyota Prado.
Just like you got back home.
Well, this one's a little newer. Mine is the 120 series. This is the model after
It's
it.
like a 460.
Right, this would be a GX 460 in the States.
It's also a lot higher than yours.
It has bigger tires and bigger lift, yes. And this is way better than what I've got. Let's be
Very
honest.
well equipped.
Right. I bought a GX middle of last year, and it quickly became my favorite vehicle that I've ever owned. And so every time I see like a Prado or a GX, I lose my cool and I freak out a little bit. And this really did it for me seeing this here today.
And there's a lot of them in Japan.
Yes, thankfully. It's little eye candy sprinkled all over the place.
Oh, yes.
Yes!
He's gonna
It's my car.
It's yours?
Yes.
He's got a 460 back home.
Yeah.
Here you go.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, that's our YouTube channel.
YouTube channel.
Yep, we do
Thank
drag
you.
racing.
I'm so glad we stopped here.
I assumed it was just a show car, but he does off-road this. But all of the guards on the outside do such a good job of keeping the car protected. Very nice. Top Secret is a name I've known from the day I started getting into race car videos. They've been putting out videos online since the 90s, and to see a Top Secret gold R34 in person is giving me goosebumps right now. Gold is their signature color here, and I love R34s, so we had to put this in our top favorite car video. I don't know much about this car. All I know is this color just works so good on it. Carbon fiber trunk lid, carbon fiber wing posts on here. Just sitting in the Top Secret booth here is so cool after watching videos and seeing photos of their cars for so long. They've got a gold R35 over here, 32, a bunch of other GTRs. So sweet. Leave it to Matt to find the
Big
Turbo Civic.
drag
Holy crap.
Civic. This reminds me of home.
That's a big gato.
Yeah.
That's that good stuff, man.
This thing, this is my first drag Honda I've seen here at the show. We've seen most of the show so far. And it looks like a show car. I don't know if they race it, but if they do, props to them.
I like the seats. The seats are
Sequential
cool.
shifter. It smells brand new in here. I know you can't tell it through YouTube.
I want to smell. Oh, yes.
This is badass. There's not many cars like this here at Auto Salon. They're all show cars. This one's fast.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thanks
not
so
too
much.
many fast ones. I love it.
Thanks so much.
One of our favorite ones.
My name is Yuta.
Kyle.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Here, let me give you a. There you go.
Oh, thank you very much.
Yep.
Okay. Oh, 知ってる. I
Yes,
know.
that's our channel.
すごい.
Yeah.
Thank you
go
very
ahead.
much.
Awesome.
Crazy car only.
Yes. Just like this. Crazy car.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
貼ります. Ticket.
Yes, definitely one of the top favorites here.
For sure.
All right, the Mona Lisa. I believe this is a 100 SL Mercedes. We saw one of these last night at the meet. Koenig Specials body kit on the side. It kind of looks like Testarossa styled fender on the back. Everything's molded into the fenders here. And this one is very unique. I just found out from the guys here at IGL Coatings that this is the last one ever made because the guy that makes these body kits retired. He was 70 years old. So this is the last one ever made. And the paint on this car is so beautiful. It's kind of like a Mr. but it's lighter. It's got the green, the blue, it's got a silver or charcoal. Look at this paint as you go around the car.
That's him.
Yep, that's me.
Yeah.
I watched YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What the
That's us. That's us.
Wow! Thank you! Yes!
Welcome.
マジで
You want one?
Yes! すごい!
Oh, yes. Speaking of merch, we have some brand new JDM merch for you guys we just dropped. Check this out right here. Some JDM scenes for you to commemorate our first trip to Japan. Click the link down in the description below to check out our JDM Dreams t-shirt and hoodie and order yours today. It's a 100 SEL, is that right? The model 100 SEL, you know?
560 SEC.
560 SEC.
SEC,
Okay,
yes,
good,
yes,
good.
yes.
All right, I was completely wrong.
It's four-door type. Four-door type.
Oh, they make a four.
Four-door type. SEL. Yes,
Okay,
yes,
okay.
yes, yes.
I was totally wrong, but now we know. This BMW caught my attention right away. Let me just show you the curves of this thing. This is the E30?
E36.
E36 M3. Look at these fenders molded in, one-piece rear fender, and the front fenders. Woo. That green is a color I've never seen.
This green's got to be green with envy.
It's got some beautiful seats inside, green and peanut butter inside, turbocharged engine up front, and slam the ground just like pretty much everything here at Auto Salon. But this color is so good, the dark green. Woo! Oh, it looks like it's sequential shift in there too. I bet this car is a ton of fun to drive. Shaved engine bay, all smooth and repainted. I just noticed here as well, we got the green dash and green gauge cluster on the pillar here. Woo, I want to sit in those seats. They look really comfortable. A few days ago, we were at Top Rank Imports and we saw the most impressive collection by volume of GTRs I've ever seen in person. Behind me is the most impressive collection of GTRs by value. Let me walk you through some of the cars in the Craft Sports Japan booth here at Tokyo Auto Salon. This is crazy. Let me work my way up in value on some of these cars, starting with the Millennium Jade R34 Nerd Edition with 8,500 miles on it. This car is listed at 120 million yen, which is 830,000 US dollars. And of course, one of the colors that everybody wants, Midnight Purple 2 V-Spec 2 R34, 8,000 miles on this, 120 million yen, that's 830,000 US dollars. The next one is this R34 behind me, the Bayside Blue Tommy Car RZ Edition, which I've never heard of. 14,000 miles on it, 300 million yen as well, 2 million US dollars. And then behind me, the star of the show that everyone's taking pictures of. I got to see one of these in SEMA, the few more miles on it. This is a Sonic Silver 400R R33, 3,666 miles. This car was $85,000 new US dollars. Right now, 500 million yen listed on their website. That's $3.5 million. What an incredible collection of Skylines behind me. They have a few more here, but these are the really expensive ones I wanted to show you. Incredible. A company that doesn't really need much of an introduction, Liberty Walk. We're here in their booth, a company that has become famous for making exotic and wild cars, wide-bodied, in a completely different style. They just unveiled their Countach here behind me. Such a beautiful car. Wolf of Wall Street style, white, just how I like it. Let me show you around. We've got the wide-body FD here, and this livery looks really familiar. Where do I know this from?
This is off of the 787B Mazda's Le Mans car with 4 rotors. This is a very famous paint scheme for
beautiful
the
car.
rotary guys, at least.
Beautiful car. And Liberty Walk does new styling all around. The wide-body fenders, the diffuser, the big wings. It's got a 13B in this one, it looks like. And then on to the R34. I don't know if this red is original or not. It does have an aftermarket body kit on it, so it might not be, but the red is a very rare color, as we learned from our top ring friends. I love any R34, and with the wide body kit on it, it just looks incredible. And then we have the F40. This car, over $1 million from stock. I don't know if the value goes up or down with the wide body kit on it, but it looks better the way it is, in my opinion. They've done a really good job with this. One thing that's very interesting about these F40s, they're a little bit older, and the engine bay just looks old to me. But I mean, they come with intercoolers from the factory, twin turbo. Just an incredible car. I've only seen 5 or 6 of these in person. Still haven't seen an F50. That car's eluded me. And then I mentioned before the Countach here. They just released this car here at Auto Salon. First one they've done. And I'm just gonna let the video speak for itself. Let me show you some shots of this car.
Down. Hey, real quick, so what do you think? Are you gonna buy one, or?
I really don't fit at all in this. I thought this was a roll bar. It's actually just the way that the cars, well, the seat's the main problem. But
it looks like you're comfortable. What are you
I just like looking at my garage would be great, but this isn't good. Okay, this car fooled me when I was up on the other side of the booth here. I thought this was the white F40 that they have all over their social media that they wide-bodied a little bit ago. It's actually an AZ1 AutoZam. I've seen a couple of these. They don't look anything like this, but they've turned this into a mini F40. This 1981 911 behind me has a full carbon body. Carbon fiber everywhere, inside and out. We've seen some all carbon fiber cars, but I've never seen an all carbon fiber 911. It's a 1981. It's got a 3.4 liter in the back that they rebuilt, and they saved 450 pounds by making this all carbon fiber. Look up here, we even have a ring around the headlight that's carbon fiber. The front bumper is all carbon fiber. Everything's carbon fiber.
Do you remember when like it was a big deal to have like a carbon fiber hood on your car, like a carbon fiber wing? And like now we've got full carbon fiber bodies. Like
full carbon.
I love what the future has for us now.
They saved almost 500 pounds in this car, and the cars are already light. Porsches are not very heavy cars. Look at the engine bay back here. Carbon bucket seats inside, and the seats, well, I wouldn't recommend riding in the back, but the front seats look pretty comfortable. I also noticed the floor pan in here is carbon fiber. Oh my gosh. Look at this, the door jambs are carbon fiber, the rear seat's carbon fiber, everything. The steering wheel's carbon fiber, the dash is carbon fiber, the doors are carbon fiber. That's it from Tokyo Auto Salon. I hope you guys have enjoyed our favorite cars of Tokyo Auto Salon 2024. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you next time.